Hey everybody, welcome back to Pro Carrier Trucker. Well, I'm up here at the Hodgkins Illinois terminal. I know my previous video, I think I said Griffith, Indiana terminal, but I looked at it wrong, and I'm glad I re-looked at it because it's the Hodgkins terminal I'm at. Picked this trailer up, just got hooked up to the trailer, gonna pull out of here. I actually come up this lane that I'm on now. Had to go down to the end and turn around, so I was facing the right direction to hook up this trailer, but we got him on the other side there too. You can go either lane, and at the end you can go up one lane and down the other. Do a tug test real quick. Pretty much here at the Hodgkins terminal, I believe they have loaders. I think the drivers sometimes load their own loads, but I think they have actual loaders. That's all they do is load, and they load the product in the rail car to the trailer, to the semi-trailer. This trailer here is called a PD car. You can use pretty much any trailer to load from it. Got all the lines on it. Now this trailer here, you got to use a vac trailer to load it. There's another PD car right there. See the lines at the bottom? Almost looks like our trailers. With all the piping on it. If it doesn't have that piping on it, can't be pressurized, and you got to use a vac trailer and vac it off. And I'm not going to stop on the tracks. If I go up there to the stop sign, my trailer's going to be on the tracks, which is illegal. I'm in a rail yard too, which is actually railroad property. And there's the terminal. Could run in there. I can't remember if they got vending machines in there or not. Grab me a drink. I remember. I've only been in there a couple times. I don't think they do have vending machines, so I'll just wait until I get down to the truck stop down there by Piatone. Hodgkins, Illinois, basically Chicago, suburb of Chicago. This is going to be one of those trailers got a freaking loose wire on the ABS, and the ABS is going to be coming on, then showing a fault, then being good, and then showing a fault, and it's going to be going ding, ding, ding all the way home. It's freaking annoying. Get there like that, any good bump usually sets it off. It or not, but this first overpass I'm going under, I can't remember if that's LaGrange or I think it's the interstate. The next underpass I go under is I-294. That might be I-55. I-55, I-294 just basically connect right here. So where they split, they're not that far apart. That might have been, I think that was I-55 I just went under. And I'm getting ready to go under I-294. UPS yard, not USPS, UPS. You ever get if you live pretty much anywhere, but especially where I live, a lot of times you order something off Amazon or Temu or something like that, if you got tracking on it, it'll say UPS facility, Hodgkins, Illinois. Well, this is where it's at. Right there. Usually if I have a package and it shows that it's in Hodgkins, I usually get it the next day. Usually goes from here to UPS and Mattoon, which UPS and Mattoon is a whole lot smaller facility. This is one of the main hubs in this area. It'll go from here to Mattoon, and Mattoon it'll get delivered. Down to 57 down to Effingham. I'll get off Probably get off at the 162 exit there by the Pilot. Go in the back way to T-Town. Drop the trailer, park the truck, and take my butt home. Luckily, I didn't have to go into actual Chicago. There's Illinois 171, which is, I believe Illinois State Route 171 is also called LaGrange. Illinois State Route 50 is Cicero Avenue. For the majority of it up here anyway. I don't know if all of it is or not, but the majority of State Route 50 up here is Cicero Avenue. And this is how you pay your tolls in Illinois, right there. Gotta have a transponder, go underneath. Electronically read the transponder. If you don't have a transponder, it'll take a picture of your license plates, and anywhere from 4 to 9 months later you'll get a bill in the mail. The guy up here can't stay in his own lane. Mile to Cicero Avenue. Figured I'd just throw another video in real quick. This is the exit I used to take when I worked for Cary to get to the terminal in Bridgeview. Which you can get to Hodgkins going that way too. I used to be able to get into Hodgkins going that way. They've done so much road work lately. I'm not sure if I remember it or not. I don't mean just repairing roads, I mean completely redoing roads. How they're routed, which one's main road, which ones ain't quite so main anymore.
Please slow down.
Bitte bloß mein Außenstück. freaking 60 mile an hour speed limit. I got my cruise set at 60 and the freaking camera's telling me to slow down. Water tower up here on the left there, there is a flea market open on the weekends. Right there close to it. Right at the base of it, I believe. Not too far from here anyway. Yeah, no, I might have actually passed it already. I think it's past that water tower when you're headed north on 294. But going south, it'd be before you got to it. I'm not using a GPS to get around. I didn't even bring a GPS with me this week. And I do not use Google Maps for a GPS in a semi. I may use Google Maps to take a gander at an area. Labs, I'll be able to catch a sign or not there. I'm coming up on the left here right about now, but we deliver there, or should I say we used to deliver there. I've not seen a load there for a while. I've not seen an also load on the board for quite a while. Miles, I-57. Der Schwarzaffe in das LKW. Cicero Avenue, State Route 50. here to downtown Chicago and on the surface streets especially, not even know you cross from one town to the other, and you might go through 25, 30, 35 towns or more. I know back there, that US 12, US 20 exit, I said that I could get into Hodgkins going that way. I used to take when I worked for Cary Transit. Get off that exit, you go, you make a left, and you go over to Roberts Road and make a right. Take that up to State Route 171. And there at the corner, road, you can go straight through the intersection. You got a road that kind of comes at an angle, and then you got another road that kind of shoots horizontal across. Depending on what section of the intersection you're standing on, you could be in one of three. Let's see, Bedford Park, Argo. It's either 3 or 4 towns you could be in, just depending on where at the intersection you're standing. You go through the intersection, you may actually be going through 2 or 3 different towns. I know Argo, Bedford Park, I can't remember the name of the town that. Maybe the terminal was in Bedford. No. The name of the town the Cary Transit Terminal was in, it's right there. Butts up right there too. Okay, I believe we're out of the construction. I don't want to go around that transit bus because I-57 is coming up pretty quick anyway. Definitely taking I-57 south. We are not taking 57 north. 57 north don't go anywhere but into Chicago. He is doing 91, 92 mile an hour on that bike. I want the left lane here. I do believe that right lane ends. It's 55 mile an hour through here, so even though my truck's trying to tell me it's 45. right lane is an exit only. Left lane merges with the right lane of I-57. Left lane of the interchange ramp merges with the right lane of 57. Something like that. The lane I was in merges into another lane. So traffic on I-57 in this lane would have had the right of way. I would have had to yield for them. I'm going to need over at least one more lane when I get up here to I-80 because I do not want to take I-80 west. I want to stay on 57. I don't think there's going to be a break in traffic, so I'll go ahead and turn my signal on. Let people know, hey, I need over. Sometimes they'll give you opening, sometimes they won't. Sometimes you just got to slow down and make an opening. Route 50 again, also Cicero Avenue. I wonder what would happen if we get off going up to Alsamo. Got off this exit, took Cicero Avenue up through there. I really need to get a coffee pot put in here. And here is why I moved over lane to the left. That right lane is exit only to I-80 West. Especially when there's traffic, it is not smart waiting to the absolute last second to make your lane change when you know the lane, when you know you need to make a lane change ahead of time. If you know you need to make a lane change, do it when as soon as it's safe to do so. Don't wait till the last second. This idiot right there. If I'd had vehicles in front of me, they'd been screwed. And I've seen it happen. See it a lot of times. I'll be coming up on an exit and the car will go from behind me into the left lane to pass me. And then they realize that there wasn't room, and when they get to the exit, I'm beside them and they can't make their exit. Then they get all pissed off because I'm in their way. Dude, now your next exit for you to do a turnaround is 25 miles down the road, so you just added 40-45 minutes to your trip. Whereas if you had just slowed down 3-4 miles an hour and stayed behind me, you could have made your exit. It wouldn't have been a big deal. Peatone ain't down here too far, so I figure I'll just show what's going on here until I get down to at least the Peatone exit. We'd be right after the scale house. Scale house is closed. Unless they decided to go in and open it up, since I came through it going north. I gotta stop at Gilman, exit 283, and get fuel. That's Gilman's about an hour. I'm not waiting another hour to get something to drink. Fairly new truck stop there in Peatone, and then trying to think, I believe it's down there just north of Paxton. Got a couple new truck stops down through here. Neither one of them's a major truck stop. The one in Peatone's pretty nice, got plenty of parking. Stayed one day last week. Yeah, one day last week. Got a Holiday Inn Express there on the left. Sure what they're doing with the old Holiday Inn, but it's under construction. It doesn't even look like it's going to be a Holiday Inn when they're done with it at all. The colors they're painting it looks like it could be a Fairfield. Which Fairfield Inn and Suites, they're not too bad. I will stay at a bunch, not all, but a lot of them are nice. I'll stay at. There are some crappy ones. There's Sherwin-Williams on the right. You got another Sherwin-Williams plant in Effingham, Illinois. I can tell you that's what I need to do if anything ever happens to Problematic. I need to get my hazmat back. Hauling paint at the hazmat. If you're hauling paint, I'm sure they do lacquer thinners. All that stuff's flammable. But I know a lot of those guys run from Effingham up here. Shoot, if they had a dedicated run Effingham to Madison, it wouldn't be too bad. Road, University Parkway, Dagger Road, Will County. Warehouse on my left. Yeah, getting down here a little farther than I thought. We're getting out of traffic. Everything's calming down, so I'll go ahead and pop off here. Appreciate you watching. Catch y'all in the next video.